All right, so last session.
I actually remember what happened, because it was a week ago.
Right, so you have a new ally.
Question mark.
Hell yeah, no, it's fine. Don't worry about it. Bell is he's great. He's totally fine.
It's not fine. It's not fine.
Yeah, Bell is totally on the level.
He's good now. He said so.
Technically not what he said, but that's okay. That's all Sarathiel heard.
Yeah, Sarathiel is looking at it with, rose-colored soulmate glasses. Totally. He's fine. It's totally good now.
Chaz is, I got my eye on you. I don't fucking trust you at all.
V has a shovel ready. He is ready to throw down with a literal dragon.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so let's see. You got a new ally, learned some stuff about Labellas Enrith, who is now Co-Labellas, or literally not Labellas. So that's a problem.
It's fine.
Fun.
It's fine. I'm sure it's fine.
It's a fine. It's just his goth phase. It's okay.
And then you learned some more about Stella Battlestar. And maybe it is stuff that will help you in your attempt to save her.
Mm-hmm.
Which is what we're doing this session, I think.
I surely fucking hope so.
No, I don't think so.
We've only talked about it for a long time, yeah.
So, we are going to start with Gwen. Gwen, you are in the Vault of the Sages. This is a familiar place to you now, but it seems oddly muted somehow. Colors and sounds aren't as vibrant or loud as they should be, and you can't seem to focus on the words of the page in front of you. You feel like you're being watched. When you look up, you notice a figure standing across the table from you. They're an elf with long black and silver hair, and they're dressed in pale robes that are somewhat stained at the hem. It's kind of hard to focus on their features. Gonna say anything?
Roll to seduce. No, I was...
No, that's chess. I kind of look up quizzical and I cock my head. Can I help you? Am I not supposed to have one of these books? I start frantically looking out of the books. Sometimes I grab books and I think that maybe that they're probably something I shouldn't have. This one had a lock on it and I probably shouldn't have got it. I'm just babbling as I shuffle books around.
Luckily, they just kind of ignore your babbling and the questions and all of that. Gwen at Battlestar, you should know better than to mess with time. You paid attention to your training. You were so nervous about starting your field work. You certainly know better than to try to change your own timeline.
I stop and I put stuff down and I go, oh, and who might you be?
They don't answer. Instead, you start to see some visions. It's not clear if they're the past or the future, and things are fuzzy as you try to focus on them. The harder you try to focus, the blurrier things are. But one thing is clear. They're all calamitous and dreadful. They say, the timeline is warping further every moment we delay. APTAP must be stopped before its leader tears the continuum to shreds. If you promise to help Belantiel stop the administrant, I can help you get what you want.
Wait, you're not with APTAP?
No, I'm not.
You want me to help Belantiel? The man is a monster.
Rude.
Be that as it may, the administrant is worse.
Ooh.
I just have big, wide eyes at that. She seemed... How can I trust you?
Some things are just a matter of trust.
I just sort of stare at this. Is it an elf?
Yeah. So they are actively trying to persuade you to something. So make me a insight check.
It ain't nothing.
A 15 versus a 13. Ooh.
They seem to be telling you the truth. You obviously know that they're not telling you the whole truth, but they seem genuine.
When you say help me get what I want, does that mean rescuing my mother? Or does that mean stopping APTAP?
Stopping APTAP is what we both want. I meant something more personal.
But you're going to be vague and not tell me exactly what it is.
Yeah, they're a spooky plot device, obviously.
Shh.
I just want to be crystal clear about that, okay? I want it on the records.
God, it's like you've never played D&D before, Amber.
I look at it and I say, help Belantiel stop the administrate. I mean, we are trying to stop AppTap anyways. I can promise you this. We will stop AppTap. What they're doing is an abomination.
The elf smiles at you and reaches over and touches your hand. Thank you, Gwen. I promise, though it won't be easy, you will be able to save her. Gwen, you suddenly wake up with a #great feeling about this. You're determined and certain that this team will be able to pull this off.
Oh boy. Okay.
Interesting.
I'm pretty sure you just made a deal with Colabella's, my girl. My lady.
It's fine.
My darling.
Fine.
I'm pretty sure that's just what happened.
I'm just doing a secret roll somewhere, no big deal.
Secrets DM stuff. Good thing we can't see it.
I mean, I did say that we want to destroy AppTap. That is true.
Mm-hmm. That's accurate.
Yeah. And all we have to do is partner with Colabella's. It's totally fine.
Okay.
I hate secret rolls.
Mm-hmm. All right, that's done. So, you woke up, you are feeling good about this, and I guess you're gonna try to find the team, maybe finalize your plan. It's been probably a day or two just to get everything prepared. Like, if V has to do some fancy spell casting, he needs to get some components, things like that.
Yeah, okay, so I'm gonna go find, I guess the person I probably want to find first is, so who would I tell about this? Okay, so I think I'm gonna find Chaz first.
Okay.
Excellent.
I checked the lab, probably, because that's
Of
where I would
course.
expect you to be. So I'm gonna, check the Artificer's lab and see if they're there. Hello? Chaz? Chaz?
I can hear you, Gwen.
Okay, well, I was worried because you didn't say anything. I come in and, sit down heavily on whatever it is you were doing.
He's got, big goggles on. He's just like, yes, please, sit right on my experiment. Thank you.
Okay, you're welcome.
Oh, God.
Oh no, I'm sorry. I looked down. I didn't realize. I'm so sorry. I brushed everything off. It's presumably coming off in pieces off my robe. I'm sorry, Chaz. Oh, Chaz, it's been a long day. But I have good news. Well, I don't know if I have good news. I have a weird story to tell you.
Well.
I had a very vivid dream last night. This morning. I don't know. I just woke up from it. It feels like it was real, though.
Chaz completely misunderstands what you mean by a really good dream. He's like, oh, you're at that age, are you?
Oh, no. Oh, he turns bright red. And he's like, no. He puts his hands out. No. That's not what. No, I don't have those. I've never had one of those.
He lies.
You don't? Then why do I care about these dreams then? Yeah, he's really weirded out, you don't have them? Okay.
Okay, you know what? That's not the point. The point is it was not about that. It was a library, Chaz. Okay, there was a library.
Oh, right, of course.
There was nothing sexy going on in the library. Sexy things don't happen in a library.
It sounds like someone who hasn't spent enough time in a library.
Right, he's clearly not, but alright, keep going.
I had this dream that this very, it was an elf, but I couldn't really see their face. And they told me that we should help Belantiel, and that in return, they would help me save my mother. I think they weren't super clear. They wouldn't actually commit to saying that they would help me save my mother. But they did sort of say that they would help me get what I wanted, which I think that's the same thing. So, I don't know what to do about it, Chaz. Do you think it was just, a bad dream? It just felt vivid.
Yeah, right. So to be clear, you spoke to a being whose face you couldn't see, and then you agreed to their terms?
To be fair, you couldn't see the face clearly, and it was that kind of dreamlike quality where, you can't see things.
It's a dream. This is going to be like last campaign all over again, where you guys get mad at me about making deals with demons for no reason.
Oh god, you picked the worst person to talk to about this. I love this so much. Okay. He's to be clear, you agreed to their terms.
Well, I don't know if I was actually, and I tap my nose knowingly, I was actually pretty clever. I just said that we would destroy AppTap, which we were already going to do anyways. So, yeah, I don't think I agreed to anything explicitly.
Chaz, make me a perception check.
Hey!
Oh, and it was a really low DC. It was a 10.
Nice.
So you are hyper-focused on Gwen. I can't believe any of the things that are coming out of his mouth. What? And you notice one of his eyes has changed color.
Oh no. Oh shit.
Oh,
Oh,
fuck.
fucking God. What have you done, Gwenid? Gwen, what did you do?
What color did it change?
His normally bright blue eyes, one of them is now kind of a misty grayish iris.
Oh no.
Without even thinking, he immediately grabs Gwen's chin and is like, no, Gwenid.
Ah, what? What are you doing? Let go. You're very close to my face, Chaz.
Your eye!
What about my... I reach up and touch my eye. It's fine. What?
The color is changed, Gwen. You've made a deal with someone that you shouldn't have, clearly.
What? What?
He holds up a reflective surface.
And I look myself in the mirror. Can I see it? Like, is it very clear?
I don't know. It depends on how, bright blue your eyes were, but this is definitely apparent once you're actively looking for it.
Yeah.
If you were just glancing in a mirror, you probably wouldn't have noticed it, but you're, actively checking.
I'm, staring at it. Whoa. What is this? Do I have... Okay, so from, a magical standpoint, do I have to roll anything? Do I have any history on,
You are welcome to try an Arcana check.
Okay, sweet. That's what we'll do. This is a 21.
Show-offs.
Yeah, so it's pretty obscure lore that you're looking for. Basically, all either of you can think of is, maybe some kind of pact? Warlock kind of deal? But, normally that requires some, active knowledge of what you're doing on the recipient's part.
I'm, frantically looking at it, peeling my eye open, like you do when you put in a contact open lens, trying to see if there's anything else in there.
This is just making it red.
Yeah, that's fair.
No, your eye is fine, and, if you're concerned about the health of your eye, maybe you should talk to the healer.
Just sort of stare. We're not there yet. So, staring at it frantically and just being Chaz, I didn't agree to anything, really. I mean, not really. I just said we would destroy Abdep. That's totally different than agreeing to help Belantiel and destroy the Administrant, which, I mean, that was weird. He was really into the idea that the Administrant was evil, but, I didn't do this. I turn with, one eye, full, clockwork orange, open.
Sounds like we got ourselves a wizard warlock multi-class, boys.
Chaz is just well, first of all, stop messing with it. Don't poke it! Gwenid, you're going to become blind. That's not what we do.
I don't know what do we do? Do we talk to... Wait, Viernan. Do you think Viernan would know anything? I get up and I just start running. I'm out the door already.
He's oh my god, yes, oh gods, obviously, yeah. Okay, there he goes.
Where would Viernan be normally? At home?
Well, so that's the thing. He has been spending more time at home lately, but it is technically in the middle of the workday. But ever since Belantiel's been hanging around, he's been kind of loath to just have him around. Obviously, Belle can't be in AppTap, but at the same time, V has to, at least put up appearances.
Okay, so he's got an office maybe that I would try.
Yeah, he's definitely got an office down in the healing wing.
Great. I burst it open, super loudly. Viernan!
Knocking is usually...
Viernan, look at my eye! I just, ignore everything. I run up to him, and I, throw myself, at the, knees in front of his chair.
Okay. Take a breath.
Chaz has followed too. Oh my god, I'm so sorry, Veer. I'm so sorry, V, but yeah, he's been like this all day.
Take a breath, Gwen.
This is not the right color. It's not the right color. My eyes aren't the right color. Look at the Viernan! And I, grab his face.
You've been poking it. It's red. He gently moves your hands away from your face and takes a look at you.
Do you see it?
All right. That's alarming. What happened?
That's not the end.
And you can just say that you, tell him the story.
Okay, yeah.
Or if you have something specific that you would tell V instead of Chaz.
No, I think I would tell the same thing. I trust him. The only one who I maybe wouldn't tell the full story is Sarathiel, because I know he's got a thing with Belantiel.
Fair enough. Okay, so V is going to run a couple checks and just make sure everything's okay.
I'm hyperventilating into like a bag the entire time.
He's coaching you on slowing your breath.
Yeah, Chaz is just patting the back of your hand like, there.
I didn't agree. I just sort of like say miserably looking up at you. I didn't agree to anything, I swear. It was just a dream.
Okay, so he's running just like a full lineup of stuff, minor healing spells, detection type things, and he even tries the spell Remove Curse. Remove Curse usually works by, it's a verbal and somatic spell, and he touches an object or creature, and all curses affecting that creature or object end. You don't feel any different, and your eye does not change. So it's not a curse.
Interesting.
How do you feel about being a warlock, Gwen?
I don't feel good about it.
You're not here, shush.
This is the consequence of not returning my texts.
LOL.
No, you're fine.
I was busy. Very busy.
Trust me, this is actually the better way this could have gone.
Okay.
Oh no.
I'm sort of just like patting it frantically and just being like, what do I do?
Okay, just leave your eye alone. Don't touch it.
Yes, definitely stop poking it.
You're going to give yourself an abrasion.
I do the thing that kids do where you put your hands down, but you can tell they really want to poke it. But they're using all of their willpower not to. There has to be something. I'm sure I can go to the library. I stand up and then sit back down again. There's got to be a book or something to figure out what do I do?
Well, first of all, here, take this. He hands you Lotus, and he's like, hold her. So you have something to do with your hands.
And I sort of stare at Lotus. And I'm like, I don't know what to... Oh, and then I start petting Lotus.
She curls up in your lap, and it's just like, all right, whatever, I'm sleeping.
Oh. Do you think it was a demon? Or...
I'm not sure.
I can describe it more if you guys want.
Yeah, because I can say that you can give a little bit more detail about them now that you're a little calmer.
I couldn't really see their features, but they had pale robes and black and silver hair. Kind of like I couldn't really quite tell if it was a man or a woman, just sort of like in between.
Chaz is like, okay, so I'm gonna roll religion. Excellent. Love that. Ho 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 ho!
God.
We're fucking blowing all of these rolls on this shit tonight.
This is
We're
not...
gonna have to kill God later.
It's fine. 28. God damn.
Wow, that's,
I do have a proficiency in it, so...
V's roll would have been plenty.
Right?
Because, Belle did give you a lot of lore last time. I'm gonna assume in the couple days past, y'all have just been, beefing up your knowledge on Labella Senarith. You have gone down and talked to the cleric that you captured. The former warlock, kind of the one that asked for protection from Belle, that you never asked his name.
Yeah, it's fine.
So you've been talking with him, and you're relatively sure this was Colabellas. But on the plus side, he did say you'd be able to save her. So theoretically, maybe he won't interfere?
Gwynedd, on a scale of 1 to 10, how calm do you feel now?
Not great, but I don't know, maybe like a 6, maybe.
A 6, right. He's, touches a spine on Lotus and she starts vibrating like a cat purring. How about now?
Okay, better. Wait, is 10 the most panicked, or is 1 the most panicked?
10 would be the most.
Okay, great. I don't know, maybe a 4 now. This is pretty nice. But
Good,
I don't
great.
like this expression on you.
Oh, what? My expression. Great. Well, now that you're calm, he, looks at V. It's probably highly likely that, your encounter was Colabellas. I'm 90% sure.
Yeah, V just kind of nods.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, you did say pale robes, black and silver hair. That
Oh God.
does...
Oh, Oh,
Yeah,
and he just buries his head in his knees.
And, I mean, he normally has an eye patch over a missing eye, and your eye is affected.
Oh.
But in good news, maybe that means he won't interfere?
What? Why do you think that's...
You said that he said we'd be able to save your mother.
I just made a pact with the very god that we've been trying to... Oh, God.
Yeah, it's not...
It does. It's not a good look, no. And then we also have Belle too. What is going on with this party?
Needs must.
I don't... Oh, God. I don't know what to do with this. I don't... Oh, He just sort of, like, sits there and just sort of, like, stares into the distance, like, petting Lotus, but...
It's a good look. I mean, the grey and the blue, it's very dashing, I assure you.
I'm not concerned about my fuckability right now, Chasmere.
Oh, well, you should be at all times, Gwynedd. It is only the most important thing that a man can think about.
He just gives you, like, a withering look. Just, and, like, you know Gwen, so you know that, like, in his mind, he's being like, I'm sorry, what about libraries? But
Right, and he's just like, right.
Amazing.
What do we do now? I don't know. This doesn't feel right. Do you think there's, like, a way? How do you remove a curse from a god? Or
it's not
God's eye?
It's
do you
not
have to take it out
curse.
with a spoon?
Please don't. No. Don't do that.
No.
We'll figure this out.
Yeah, no, I don't want to. That feels like a last option, but...
I mean, I don't want to suggest it, but there's two people we could probably talk to, and that's her cleric friend, and Belantiel would probably know.
Of course.
I know.
Have I made it clear that I hate him? Like, does everyone know that in this room? Are we all aware?
Does anyone here not?
Yeah, no, I mean, it's...
Okay,
Yeah.
good. I just thought I wanted to be on the same page. I really don't like Sarathiel's taste, but, you know.
Yeah.
Not a big fan either, if I'm being honest. Not a big fan, so...
Oh, good. Great! We agree then.
I don't want to go talk to that. Oh, he's scary. Can we go talk to the cleric?
You are welcome to talk to the cleric, but...
We should tell Sarathiel. I look around, and I'm just like, we have to tell Sarathiel.
Yeah, you do. You specifically do, yes. We, meh.
Yeah, I mean... he's much more perceptive now. So... Do we want to get together with Sarathiel? Do we want to... What's the plan? Are we going to talk more about this stuff? Actually try to plan? Are we taking Belle with us when we make our attempt?
I think we gotta go talk to Sarathiel, and I guess we might as well do it with Belantiel in the room, too, since...
They're probably together anyway, so...
Yeah, exactly.
They're probably not, because remember, Sarathiel is trying to keep up appearances, so he's at AppTap as much as usual.
Correct.
And we're all here. And Belle can't come here.
Correct. Gotcha. That's right. Yeah. So Chaz just sort of gives you a thump on the back, like, let's go.
Ugh, I get up kind of dejected. But yeah, let's go find Sarathiel, and I think maybe what we'll do is just, like, give him the overview as we go to find Belantiel.
Okay.
So I guess, Sarathiel, where are you training? You're probably training.
I mean, I haven't really been given an idea of where I am. I assume I would just be having a normal day.
Yeah.
Unless the DM says otherwise? I don't know.
No, it's pretty much a normal day. Like I said, you're trying to blend in.
Okay, if it's a normal day, Sarathiel would be trying to keep up appearances, but also he is very eager to go and find Belantiel, actually. He would like to go do that ASAP without raising any suspicion, naturally. So, I don't know, probably wake up around his usual time, have breakfast, go down to the courtyard to do his usual calisthenics or whatever it is he does.
And so maybe calming wasn't quite the right word for the dream that you had. It wasn't like catastrophic type unsettling, but it was not as bad as the first nightmare that you had. That vague, unsettling, whatever.
So yes, he's in the courtyard doing himself alone unless, I don't know, is Taina there?
Probably. I mean, that's your usual MO, is training with her.
Sparring, probably.
Great, so I guess I'm gonna go find him and, like, follow the sound of the practice fighting, and probably watch, like, around, presumably, because, like, you're not going to interrupt somebody while in your middle of doing their sparring. That's just rude. But when you're done, I'm going to kind of, like, put my hand up, like, to be like, hey, do you have a second?
Raise your hand like a kid in the class.
Exactly.
Chaz is like, what are you doing?
Viernan rolls his eyes and just walks over.
Sarathiel has been training with his glaive, I should note, not with God Eater.
Ooh.
He is no longer using a two-handed sword for the foreseeable future, but he gives his glaive a spin and he says, good morning.
Morning, Sarathiel.
It's definitely morning. Sarathiel, we need to go back to Viernan's house. And I kind of, like, jerk my head suspiciously.
He says, wow, vibe check.
Luckily, Taina is a little bit in the loop and, like, knows that something is going on. She hasn't run into Belantiel at the house yet, but that's probably just a matter of time. I should also specify he is not staying at the house, it's just where you frequently will meet. Viernan does not trust Belantiel around his fiancée, are you kidding me?
Oh, yeah. Obviously not.
No, I mean, it's a good call. That's a good call. But I feel like it's good code for this, so I'm going to keep going. So I feel like we have some business to discuss about
Right. Got it.
Viernan's tea set.
Yes, I have picked up what you are putting down. Very subtle, by the way. Let's go.
Thank you. Thanks.
Chaz just makes like an apologetic gesture to Taina, like, sorry, he's just like that.
She's definitely gonna, like, grab V before you go, what is this about? Viernan, what are you doing? Like, you can't just keep taking him off campus like this without an official mission. And V just grits his teeth. I wish I could tell you, T, but it's complicated. We really do have to go, but I'll explain a little bit more later. Fine. And she just kind of punches him lightly in the shoulder because she knows if she actually used any weight, he would just fall over.
He would be dead immediately.
Squeaky toy. But yeah, Sarathiel readily heads out with y'all.
Okay, excellent. So you fill him in on what's going on the way.
So let me get this straight. You had a dream with a indistinct elf, and you struck some sort of bargain, and now one of your eyes is of the wrong color. Have I got that right? I summed that up nicely?
Really incriminating summary, but at its core, I would say it's accurate.
Well, sounds like pact magic to me.
I don't even know what that is.
But hey, what do I know?
I don't know. What do you know?
I know it sounds like pact magic.
He's like looking at him frantically. What does that even mean? What does that mean?
Pact magic as in, like, warlock deals. Like, warlocks make pacts, and all you can think is sometimes, rarely, warlocks get marks from their deals, and you think that might be what this is.
But I didn't actually do anything, Sarathiel. I just said that we were going to destroy Aptep. We were going to do that already.
Well, alright, take a breath. I'm not accusing you of doing anything wrong, Gwen. I'm just saying this sounds like pact magic. It's not necessarily a bad thing.
Just freaking out right now.
Depending on which god he made the deal with. Right, Gwen?
Sounds like all very good friend. That's what it sounds like.
I mean, it all makes sense now, but it didn't make sense in the dream.
Dreams rarely do.
No, of course not.
He says, well, let's go ask our friend, our new friend.
Duh.
I'm sure he will be perfectly willing to cooperate.
You think he's going to gloat about this? He's probably going to gloat about this.
Of course. He's disgusting like that.
Please don't call him that.
Chaz looks at you for a long time and he's like, all right, I will not call him that.
Thank you.
Are we almost there?
Mom, are we there yet?
Yeah, you get there soon enough. It's a walk, but it's not undoable. I'm just gonna wave my hand and say that V has some way to get Belantiel there when you guys need him. Luckily, Celestin is already away at her job, so you don't have to worry about our ragtag group interrupting tea yet again. Belle walks in, takes a look at the group, takes a closer look at you, Gwen, and just says, "Congratulations on the pact?"
Oh man, I called it.
God fucking damn it. I like sink down against the floor.
It's not necessarily a bad thing.
That's what I was saying.
I thought, isn't it supposed to be more official? Aren't you supposed to have to do some sort of ritual? Well, I just said we were going to destroy Abtap.
A pact is as complicated as the patron wants it to be, and clearly this was enough for him.
I gesture. What does this mean? What does this mean? Can I do, special magic now? Am I gonna die in hell? I don't really know about being a warlock. There was one in our neighborhood and they were weird.
Did your father tell you that?
Yes, he did tell me they were weird.
Well, he's not from the Hells, so I think you're safe on that point.
Oh, fascinating. It's safe as a relative term when someone literally takes a name that means the opposite of everything I was before.
How do I unpact this? How do I get back? How do I renounce the pact? I stand up and I'm like, I renounce this.
Okay, wait. What exactly was the deal? What did he offer?
He said that if I were to help you and help you destroy Abtap and the Administrant, that he would help me get what I wanted, which I assumed was my mother, but he wouldn't specify. They wouldn't specify.
Isn't it a good thing when you're intending to mess with the timeline to have the god of the continuum on your side?
Yeah, that's a good point.
I mean, yes, but isn't the god of the continuum maybe not totally sane? Or good?
Sanity's overrated.
Ugh.
I disagree.
Okay, I think what Belantiel means to say is that we can use his aid on this one specific thing, and we were going to try to upend Abtap anyway. And if necessary, we could confront him about all the murders later. It sounds to me like this pact will last only as long as Abtap does.
This just feels wrong, doesn't it? Doesn't it feel like I'm doing something wrong?
I wouldn't have thought you were the type to make a pact, but sounds like you didn't quite know you were.
Did not know. I had no idea.
Yeah, that's the part I don't like.
Listen, Gwen, there's nothing inherently wrong with pact magic. There's nothing inherently wrong with being a warlock. It's just a way to acquire magic.
He's right.
It's what you do with the power that counts.
Of course, but he wasn't aware of that he was making this pact to begin with, which is where that's, you have to read the terms and conditions.
A little sus, I will admit.
A little, of course. Very is what you meant.
No consent. I did not consent to this.
Exactly! Consent is important!
Technically you did consent, it just wasn't informed.
Oh, technicalities now, great.
You did say, I agree.
It wouldn't hold up in court, is what I'm telling you right now.
It was coerced, yes.
I sort of looked down. I guess you're right. If we got it, we might as well use it.
Out of character, again, this is the best way this could have gone. I had several really bad ways.
I believe you. I just also, Gwen is still very traumatized by this, so.
Yeah, I bet.
Sarathiel pats your hair. It'll be alright. If it goes south, well, we'll all be here to support you and help you through it.
I just, feels like I sold my soul. I did kind of sell my soul, didn't I?
I don't think the pact is quite that extensive. I don't think it goes that deep.
All he was asking was for help getting rid of Abtap and helping Belantiel, then that's a very specific term. And it's not, pact magic, from my understanding, you have to fulfill what you've promised, but they're not necessarily going to ask you more than what you've promised.
Your soul should be safe. And if it's not, we'll help you to make sure it is safe.
I don't trust gods at all, but, as Sarathiel said, Gwen, we are here for you.
Okay, I stand up. Well, should we go rescue my mother then?
I mean, if we've got a god of the continuum on our side, it's not a terrible idea to strike while the iron's hot.
Yeah, he's already got his brace out. He's like, just tell me what coordinates to type in. I'm ready.
Sarathiel looks at Belantiel and with very, big dog energy, pitbull energy, golden retriever energy, he's like, would you like to come with us? Just, tail wagging, eyes bright, totally, and, not reading the room at all.
Oh, Belle is obviously going to agree, right away. First of all, he seems to be a fan of Stella's, so any chance to help change her fate.
Wonderful. Isn't that great? He's coming with us.
You can't be weird about my mother if you're gonna come back, okay? Everybody here is already weird about my mother, so just maybe, no more weird things about my mother.
I didn't say I wanted to sleep with her, I just said she was a brilliant tactician.
Good. Give him, the stink eye. Is the plan what we had before? Is it just that we're gonna try to, rescue her?
Yeah, so we had quite a bit of disparity on what exactly our plan was. One of the options was just try to heal her and leave, maybe revivify right after she dies or something.
Yeah, Viernan, can you do that? You can do that, right, Viernan? We got big puppy dog eyes looking at him.
I can try.
It does depend on the manner of her death, if I recall my revivify knowledge correctly.
Right.
If she gets disintegrated, probably not, but,
Based on what Karis told us.
Yeah, I don't think she was disintegrated. I'm pretty sure she was just,
Yeah, regular stabbing damage should be no problem.
Mm-hmm.
Another option was changing something small, like sending in a relief squad and somehow getting her out of there so that she never interferes or is never interacting with the orc captain. Or the third option is to just try to come in at the last minute and just save her.
I would personally like to do some combat.
Yes, me too. But as I recall last time, I think we ended on Chaz asking what Gwen wanted to do.
Oh, right. So that was the question, was what we do with her after we save her is, do we leave her in her timeline?
Right.
Which could potentially change Gwen.
And give him a mother through his childhood, meaningfully give him a mother.
True, but it could also potentially
could cause some problems.
Grandfather paradox. Or other option is bring her forward with us, so that you would have her now.
Which also could cause problems, but
it could.
But it's up to you.
I feel like that is the less bad option.
Bringing her forward?
Yes, because I think the idea of interfering with the timeline so severely that, she goes back and suddenly I have a mother.
Yeah.
That just doesn't, I don't know what that would do. We don't have any idea what the implications of that are.
The thing is, if you bring her to your current timeline, you at least would still have your motivation to go back and save her. If you didn't, you wouldn't necessarily.
Yes. And it would be weird. It'd be extremely weird. But my dad is an elf and, lives forever, so...
Not forever, but a very long time.
Yeah, a very long time.
It's been, quote, a small amount of time for him.
I think the plan is, we go back, we kill the orc leader, we take her back with us into this timeline. Yeah? Yes? We all on board? Put my hand in.
I am in, Gwen, but I do want you to be aware, just because you save her in her timeline doesn't mean she's safe. If she's destined to die, she will. You know that, right?
I sort of look at you somberly. At least I'll have some more time, Chaz.
All right. He puts his hand over yours. I'm in then.
Sarathiel puts his hand in. I'm in. Team, we should come up with a good team name.
About a year too late for that.
As long as we're already in episode, 25? It's been a...
Yeah, team name?
Lavender Menaces.
Team Timebreakers.
I don't know. We'll workshop it. And we'll come back.
Okay, let's go. Let's do it. 1, 2, 3, break!
Hey everyone, Val here. Thank you for tuning in to the latest episode of Crit Fail Club, Restoration. If you can't wait to hear what happens next, check out our Discord server for episodes in pre-release, or to listen in live as we record. You can join us by going to bit.ly/cfcdiscord. For more information on the show, character biographies, and links to social media, head to our website, critfail.club or critfailclub.com. You can follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Tumblr. We don't advertise at all, so if you like what you hear, tell a friend who might also enjoy the show. Post on social media about it, or leave us a review on Apple Podcasts. Full episodes are available on our YouTube channel, bit.ly/CFC channel, or on other major podcast platforms. Thanks again for tuning in.